Yo YouTube, this is my video for Monday the 22nd of June. I had a really early start in terms of being ready for work today. I woke up at about 6:15 and I was ready to leave the house by 7, but there just wasn't any jobs in my area. There's one job that I bid on going from Sleaford to Newport in South Wales, and that would have been a great job. That was posted last night and it was due for an 8:30 pickup. That never, my bid on that never got picked up. And then from this morning there were about, I suppose up until the time I got a job, which was about an hour and a half of looking, it's probably about 7 or 8 jobs, half of which I discounted because they were going to London, and none of them particularly close to me, but I ended up getting the closest one, just going from Wisbech, which is half an hour away, going to Liverpool. It's a small van job, 175 miles loaded, and I've been £140. And my thinking on that was, I just need to get a second job somewhere near home. Doesn't really matter where, even to be fair to London from Liverpool, and then I'll just go home after that. And those 2 jobs would then mean I'll make my money for the day. The only sort of negative side from my point of view is it wasn't until 10 o'clock to pick up. So although I was ready from 7, I didn't leave the house till just gone 9. I'm going to be about 15 minutes early at the pickup, but they should be ready. And bearing in mind today a small van job, it should be really easy to deliver. It's going to be around about 4 hours journey from Wisbech to Liverpool. So I'm going to say I'll be ready to get another job about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And that gives plenty of time to find something. I mean, ideally, I think I'd love a job from Liverpool to Norwich. I don't think many people would like to do that this afternoon. You know, or Norfolk somewhere. But I'll let you know. This could be quite a short video. It could be just this job and one more job, then I'll go home. So let's see what happens. I think it's going to be hot today. That's the only other thing I'm worried about. I've got jeans on, as I always do, so I may end up being a bit too hot at some point. But and that should be quite a good day, I'm hoping. It all depends on what happens when we get to Liverpool. How busy it is with drivers and how busy it is with work. Right, I'll let you know. Cheers. Hello YouTube, you find me crossing the Mersey Gateway Bridge for the 2nd time today. I've done something I don't usually do. I delivered my first job about 2 o'clock-ish. I then took a phone call from the CX in relation to a couple of tickets I did last night, which I'll talk about another time. And then had a look for jobs, and I was struggling to find a job, so I thought that I would drive towards Warrington from sort of Liverpool area. I was near the airport. I was near Liverpool Airport. And on the way, a job came up from Deeside to Peterborough. 4 o'clock pickup. If I use the toll bridge, I'm half an hour away from the pickup. If I don't, it's an hour away. Either way, I'll get there in time. So I put a bid on, quite a cheap bid. It's a short wheelbase van job, 174 loaded miles. Put a bid on of 140, which is cheap then I also called them, and they were very grateful to accept my cheap quote. So I think, I mean, I did go cheap, 80p a mile basically for short wheelbase, but it gets me pretty much all the way home. So for that reason, I could. The point is, I could so easily have been there for another hour and got a job to, say, Birmingham and still not got home. So for me today, it's way too hot to be messing about. This is genuinely a backload job for me, getting me from quite far away from home, basically to within half an hour of my home, paid, and I'll have a decent amount of money. So that's what the CX apparently is for. It's getting those backload jobs. Anyway, I'm on my way to Deeside now. Having paid another £2.40 across the river. So I've paid £4.80 in tolls today. Right, I'll let you know how it all goes. Cheers. Right, hello YouTube. I'm going to update you on my day. I'm very, very hot at the moment. It's currently 30 degrees Celsius in my van, but it's really kind of stagnant heat. Really just it's draining me out today. I've got plenty of water, but it's just lukewarm water. I really need to get some stuff that's frozen and put it in my van. At the last job, I arrived half an hour early. Arrived at 3:30 for a 4 o'clock pickup, and they were half an hour late loading me. I tried to ring the shipper sort of at 1:15 to update them. Didn't get any answer. I tried again on a mobile number, didn't get any answer. And then about 5 minutes later, he called me back. Apparently he wasn't working at the moment anymore. And he said, call the main number. I updated him about me being late to pick up. But I didn't need to call him again. He said the main number's on the booking. It isn't on the booking. I've looked all over the booking, and it's not on there. So I tried looking up the company on Google and rang the number from Google, and it didn't get through to anybody. So I don't have any access to the main landline number for the shipper if I have a problem. I'm just going to get the job done. I'm going to be delivering about 8 o'clock, just past 8 o'clock. So I'm hoping someone will be there when I get there. I'm taking 2 pallets, one of which is just over 1.6 metres high. So I think that's stretching it as being a short wheelbase van job. But it's fine. I think price-wise, I'm still happy with what I did, because it gets me home. The worst thing about this is just effectively waiting for an hour. I could have been home an hour earlier. On a day like today would be really nice. But it's going to be a later day. I'm going to be home, if I'm lucky, about 9 o'clock-ish, rather than about 8. So that's what I'm sort of more fussed about. I'm quite tired. I don't have air conditioning in my van, so I've got to open the windows when I finish doing this message. But hopefully this 3.5 hour journey I'm doing now will fly by after I've got out of this traffic on this particular bit of road. I'm on the M56, I think. Yeah, M56. Just sort of going past Chester. I'm going to head over to the, I don't know where I'm going to, I'm just following myself there. Oh, I'm so tired. Right, I'll let you know my stats in my next video, and then I can't wait to get home out and cold at home. Right, tip. Quick last message. I'll put the stats for today over this bit of video. I haven't worked them out yet. I'm way too tired and grumpy to do them now. When I arrived at the delivery point, they weren't really expecting anything, particularly not on pallets. So a lady and I had to handball off the boxes, 2 pallets of boxes into the warehouse. Neither of us wanted to do it. Both of us were quite tired. It's been a very hot day today, and I feel that the job has been more trouble than it's worth, I would say. I was really pleased to get it because it was taking me home. It was a reasonable amount of money, but I went cheap, and I shouldn't have gone quite as cheap. If I'd known it would have been quite as difficult, you know, waiting at the start and then handballing at the end, I would have put another 20 quid on or something like that. But you don't know these things until you do them. I have to chunk it down to an experience that I'd rather. You know, sometimes you get ups and downs. This is one of those downs. I'm really hot, really smelly and tired. Got a job for tomorrow morning, so just need to get home now. About 40 minutes from home, and I'm on the way back. Going to get an ice lolly, so I'm really hot, as I said. Anyway, let's put it to a close. I've earned my money today at least. So, thank you for watching my video. We're back tomorrow. I hope that you are all being successful, however you choose to find that word for yourselves. Farewell, friends.